that's a husband. That's a husband. Give or take. And then it was just a mess. It was just a mess. Queen Charlotte numbers, and their budget was literally a handshake, some dreams, and Jacob Tierney's mind to change things. So I hope that she was locking in from the jump.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Okay, today is January 28th. Yes, today's January 28th, 2026. And tomorrow, finally, Bridgerton season 4 is coming out. I thought it was coming out yesterday, bro. I was like ready to go. Like, I was like, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna watch Bridgerton, I'm gonna I'm gonna record my reaction for the first episode. Like, I was, bro, you would have thought that it was like game day. And I was a member of a team that was getting ready for a serious game. But no, I'm literally a viewer. I don't make money off of Bridgerton. Like, it's not like I have this like big, pop-in like YouTube channel or podcast where the girls are like waiting for my reaction. But I was like ready. Just for me to log on to Netflix and it's like coming soon. I was like, coming soon, girl. They said it was January 29th. January 29th, tomorrow. So we have one more day. Anyway, but I was gonna record this video that you're watching right now. I was gonna record it earlier in the day, like, sun beaming into my face, but that didn't end up happening. But it's not all bad because I was able to watch this 1 hour reaction video on YouTube by this channel, Chuzus. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's like CHUUZUS. I watched his like 1 hour long review. Reaction. It was so funny. There was this point where he inserts this clip from Beyonce being like, move out the way I died. Like, it's, anyway, neither here nor there. But ahead of Bridgerton, I feel like we should do like a little check-in, just a little check-in. Who am I? Whatever. But let's do a little check-in. I guess, who am I? Hi, you can refer to me as Precious. Precious Rose, if you will, Miss Bailey if you nasty. Shout out to Chloe Bailey. But yes, I am a huge pop culture fanatic. I could talk about literally anything that's trending in the news that the kids are keeping up with. I'm your girl. And Bridgerton is coming out. I'm super plugged in. By the way, the girls are eating right now. Like, there is so much that is coming our way. So much is coming our way. Emily Henry news is up and around the blogs. People We Meet on Vacation just came out. There was obviously Heated Rivalry, which I'm gonna girl, everything leads back to Heated Rivalry. But Heated Rivalry, people were talking about that. Bridgerton is coming out soon. The girlies are tuned into that little Wuthering Heights thing. I'm seeing that all over my timeline. I don't know what else is coming out for the girls. Beyonce. Don't know what that was. Ooh, my phone's about to die. Should I thug it out? Probably not. But let me just finish this thought. Beyonce Act 3 is coming out soon. I hope we're definitely not getting those Act 2 visuals. If you're holding your breath, you might as well a Rihanna album will probably come out before y'all get the visuals. And if I'm wrong, I guess I'm just gonna have to take that out. Right. Let me go charge my phone. I don't know why it's not charged, and I will come back. I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. Hello. Brief lighting change. I don't know if that's better because I watched the video back and there was like a glare from the lights that's over here. So I don't know if this is better, but yes, my phone is like adequately charged. So we're back. I have a camera, brief tangent. I have a camera, but I recently moved, so it's in like some boxes. And I was like, at first I was gonna record on my laptop, but my laptop, the quality was really bad. The quality on this iPhone, I'm not gonna lie, Apple raggedy, especially, with the whole, who's in charge right now. With the way they supporting, raggedy. But I will say this camera, this quality, and they updated my phone. I was like, please don't update my phone, please. They got all this bubble stuff on it now. But I'm not gonna lie, like, I have the option to do HD 4K. I put it on 4K. This 4K is so T. Like so I don't know if I need to whip out the camera. I got the phone, the ring light. Do I really need more than that for right now? You know what I mean? It's giving balling on a budget. Emphasis on budget, you know? And I don't know if I need more than this. I really don't. So I may not whip out the camera. I mean, it's like a Canon, like it's kind of cute. Canon SE600 or something like that. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go back to my notes. I'm gonna go back to what we came here to talk about. I'm thinking I'm gonna stay up like past midnight, watch Bridgerton, record my reaction at 3 a.m. and then edit it really fast and post it by like 10, 11 tomorrow, because I'm going to work tomorrow. There was like a snowstorm over here, so I thought I wasn't gonna have work tomorrow, but I'm gonna lock in. Okay, I'm really committed to this YouTube thing. Like, I'm really trying to get, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. Like, I'm really trying to see if I lock in, will this work out for me? Then move career, type B, type shift. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, back to my notes. What do I have here? Okay, one thing that I was thinking about recently is like the way that this is a Bridgerton video, I know, but stick with me. This has to do with Bridgerton. The way that Heated Rivalry like blew up is crazy. Now, granted, Bridgerton season 1 came out during COVID, right? And it was a smash success when it came out, right? People were at home, ain't nothing to do. Understand. I remember when Reggae Jean Page went on Graham Norton to talk about the show. They had that whole social distancing thing. I'm here. I remember we were there, right? Do not recite the ancient text to me. I was there when it was written, okay? But my thing with Heated Rivalry is like, there are a lot of shows that blow up, right? There are a lot of shows that blow up, but it's like it blew up, but also had prestige attached to it. Like, I don't think there is a show like Bridgerton, right? A show like Heated Rivalry that blew up with that much prestige attached to it. Like, you have like The Bear and like Succession, right? But they are the type of shows that, the Golden Globes and the Emmys would like gun for, right? They're the type of shows that like your actor's favorite actor and your director's favorite director, or like your actor's favorite director would be like, that's good TV, that's genius, that's all of the things, right? The only other thing I'm thinking about is like maybe Game of Thrones, right? Where it's like the people love it, and it's also like big in like Hollywood spaces, and like people are big fans of the actors in the show. Like A-list celebrities were like trying to get a piece of Hudson, trying to get a piece of like, you know what I mean? Like, the boys are coming, a la, oh my God, Gayle King, right? Like, I think that's crazy. And their budget was literally some change and a couple candy bars. You know what I mean? Like, the change went to the candy bars, like a couple pencils and a couple candy bars. So I'm thinking about Bridgerton, right? And Bridgerton is in that same spirit of a Heated Rivalry, like based on a show, based on a book, smut for the girls, the girls, the gays, the days, right? And the budget was like, compared to what, what is it? Bridgerton had going on. It doesn't have a big name like Shonda Rhimes, wasn't on Netflix, was in, little old Canada. No shade. Crave is like a relatively small, little production company, whatever. And, they had to do a last minute to get it on HBO Max. And then Jacob was like literally editing the show as it was coming out. Like, can you imagine being a Hollywood exec? Like, they literally did not have the funds, right? Like they put such little money into that show, and look where it got them. And then you think of Bridgerton. Bridgerton has budget. Like every single frame of that show is loaded with money, honey, money. Like location scouting alone. Heated Rivalry was on a green screen. Okay? Heated Rivalry was on the soundstage. Like, No shade to the soundstage, because look at Marvel, right? But like, it's just there were scenes that needed an audience. There was no audience to be found. I'm looking at you, Scott. I'm looking at you, Scott. That little chuckle from the audience, that was an audio clip. That was an audio clip that they probably found online. Okay, so I just find it so crazy. Like, as Bridgerton season 4 is coming out, like, the fact that they put in so much money into that show, and Heated Rivalry did, season 1, season 2, Queen Charlotte numbers, and their budget was literally a handshake, some dreams, and Jacob Tierney's mind. Crazy. It also makes me think of My Lady Jane. Like, My Lady Jane was canceled because it wasn't doing Bridgerton numbers, which is wild because it came out post-COVID. But then at the same time, like, you look at Heated Rivalry and like, I guess we can't aim for the stars and pass the stars. You know what I mean? But shout out to My Lady Jane. Every time I think about My Lady Jane, I have to say Amazon Prime. I call on heaven and earth to be a record today. You will crumble. Amazon Prime Video. You will crumble. Until you bring that show back, you will crumble. Just saying. So moving on from there. So when I was watching the 1 hour long reaction, the other YouTuber that I talked about, Anthony and Kate got a kid. I don't know if we're gonna see Anthony and Kate's kid in this season, because I don't think Kate is coming back this season. I don't think my good sis Simone Ashley, stunner, face card, never, oh my god. I don't think she's coming back this season. There was this YouTube video that was recommended to me of all the people who are not coming back this season. I did not watch it, but I remember she was on the thumbnail, and I had seen even before that she was not coming back. So don't know about that. I don't think Anthony's coming back either. I also know that Pauline had a kid at the end of the season, and so did Penelope's sisters. So, there's that. Hold on. Where is she? Is she on my... Oh, yeah. Okay. Season 3. It's hard for me to say season 3 was not that good, because when it was coming out, I was screaming at my TV. Me and my housemates screaming at the TV. But once it was over and we had time to sit with it, it was not that good. Okay, and like watching it back, there were so many scenes I forgot about watching it back. And like, I'm sure I could say the rest for the other seasons, but like the other seasons, like I go back and I watch them. Paulin season, I don't be sitting down just thinking to myself, oh my god, I gotta see that Paulin scene, or I gotta see that scene from that season. No, it really wasn't a good season. Like, most people can tell you that they felt like background characters in their own season. I saw this one dream sequence in the season as I was watching it back, and I was like, there was just so much good food that we did not get in that season. There were not enough scenes from them as kids. There was not enough dream scenes, okay? Like, bro, imagine someone with real vision making this show. The first 2 episodes should have had flashback scenes to when they were little, and then there should have been a whole lot more scenes. Sorry, I shouldn't do that because it's gonna unfocus the camera, but there should have been a lot more scenes of Colin teaching Penelope, how to be a lady, and like how to flirt and how to charm and how to charisma, right? And then during those scenes, during those episodes, those scenes should be intercut with them dreaming of each other, right? Because they not gonna say, oh, I like you, whatever, because they was playing games, right? So there should have been dream sequences, like in like episode 3, 4, give or take. And then it was just a mess. Like, one day I'll probably sit down and like draft out what what I would have done if I was a showrunner for season 3 of Bridgerton, because I fear I may have had the vision. I personally may have had the vision. Also, Shonda Rhimes is not like as, what should I say? Like, not artistically involved, but she's not as hands on deck with Bridgerton as like a lot of people think she is. Like, you know, when you're watching the show and things are happening, you're screaming, Shonda Rhimes, Shonda Rhimes, Shonda Rhimes. Like, she's a producer, yes, but she's not a showrunner, she's not a writer, she's not a director. She's just like a large scale producer, right? Like, she's signing checks, she's talking to Netflix, you know, she's doing like the big logistics, handling, legal, financing. That's what she's doing. She's not doing creative, okay? She's doing events coordinator. She's not doing creative director, okay? Like maybe here or there, but she's not really in the weeds, okay? So with season 1 and 2, the showrunner was Chris Van Dusen, and then season 3 they switched it to Jess Broswell. I am so sad, and Jess Broswell is coming back for season 4. I am so sad to literally be giving a man credit for anything. He's not a straight man, so makes it slightly better. But I hate giving a man anything, especially over a woman. I hate it. But girl, Jess, you came in season 3 and you did not cook. I'm sorry. Like, it was bad. The girls were like, they should have not switched the showrunner because Jess did not do a good job. She didn't. I'm sorry. Now season 4 is coming out. You can redeem yourself. Shonda Rhimes out here talking about this the first season she cried. Shonda, you don't want to be putting that on the books if you know what I mean. But hey, hopeful. But yeah, Jess did not do a good job. Had me wishing a man would come back. Crazy. It's literally the opposite of To All the Boys I Loved Before. To All the Boys I Loved Before 1, you will always be an icon. You will always be a legend. And you will always be the moment. And the fact that they switched the director to that man who did not do a good job, had Laura G floating in the halls for no reason. Stop. And never do it again. So yeah, she's not like, you know, but she was a showrunner. She was a producer, and she also wrote on Queen Charlotte. And remember how everyone was going up for Queen Charlotte. They were like, especially a lot of people were like, I never really got into Bridgerton in terms of like artistic merit, or like they didn't think that it was, what is the word I'm looking for? They didn't think that it was technically sound, right? A lot of people did not think that Bridgerton was technically sound, but Queen Charlotte, they gave so many technical points to. They thought it had so much technical merit. Like, that's the thing with like Heated Rivalry. Like, I keep trying to figure out, like, wonder why Heated Rivalry just got so big. Like, because don't shoot me. I don't think it's like a crazy story. Like, I really don't think it's like this super groundbreaking story, but I guess it's just like people doing a lot of things really well. You know what I mean? Like, it's very technically sound despite the minuscule budget. And like, although the story isn't like Heated Rivalry is really just two hockey players. One of them don't be taking stuff seriously. He has this player-like persona, and he's giving, avoidant, attached, right? Meets this like all my life, my whole life is hockey. Only Asian kid, as far as we can tell, in the league, like, you know, face of the league, closeted, like afraid to be gay, dude, and like they hook up, it's not an elaborate it's not an elaborate story, but it has like so much love from, you know, the people who are like romance down, smut down. They're not really there for like a real story or like artistic, you know what I mean, technical. They're not there for none of that. But it also draws in the technical girls, the girls who like to like dissect story, the girls who make 500 videos breaking down Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, it draws the chronically online and the technical girls. You know what I mean? The people who study film and all of that stuff. It draws both audiences in. Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story, did that. It did that. Now, I don't think it was like this cultural phenom, right? Like, compared to season 1. Like, I really can't gauge how big Queen Charlotte was. It feels big, but I don't know if it was just big online. I feel like it was big online, but I don't think it was like big in person. You know what I mean? But it was something that people who are very big on like technical prowess, they gave it a lot of points. But on that, Shonda Rhimes wrote, produced, and was a showrunner, and you can clearly see the difference in craftsmanship. You can clearly see the difference in quality. So I hope Shonda locked in for season 4. That's basically what I'm saying. I hope she locked in for season 4. We don't just need you signing checks, Shonda. We need you looking at the script. Okay? Because I feel like sometimes it gets to a point where it's too late to change things. Like, money already been spent, deadlines need to be met, so it's too late to change things. So I hope that she was locking in from the jump. Okay? From the jump. And then, why did I write that there? Oh, yes, there were a lot of intimacy scenes that they said was supposed to be present in season 3 of Bridgerton that just was not included. I think fat phobia has something to do with it. Of course it does. And I think it would have probably like aided their story a little bit. I don't know if they felt like the episodes were already too long, if they took them out because, you know, fat phobia is a thing. I really don't know what that was, but it just, the Paulin story is incomplete. It's incomplete. Now, with season 4 coming out, maybe there will be more Paulin scenes and like they can step it up or something. Not step it up, but like with you know how season 3 had scenes of Canthony that added to the Canthony story, and we're just like, that's a husband. That's a husband. Maybe season 4 will add to the Paulin story, and people will be like, oh, Paulin, great gowns, beautiful gowns. Because it could have been beautiful gowns. It could have been. You know, childhood friends, boy wasn't really checking for girl was obsessed with boy, friends to lovers, training thing, hidden feelings between both of them. Paulin could have really yearned, especially since people were really mad about what he said about Penelope the season before. He could have really groveled his way back. He could have been the goody two-shoes, hopeless romantic brother, the sensitive brother. We got none of that. None of that. Anyway, also watching back, Colin loved to rush a marriage. Colin loved to rush a marriage. He rushed it with Marina and rushed it with Penelope too. Literally, the moment he declares his love, well, he didn't really declare his love, but like the moment he tells Penelope that he has feelings for her is the moment he says, gosh darn it, Penelope. Gosh darn it. Will you marry me or not? His brothers must be sick of him. His brother, never a hello. How are you? Nice to meet you. Manners. It's always a, my fiance. Are you great? I guess get you a man. Ciao. Anyway, but yeah, hopefully more Penelope and Colin, in season 4 to redeem. If they could redo season 3, girl, what I would give. I don't know why, but I'm just so interested in what a good Paulin season would have looked like. I'm so interested. Because I think out of all the brothers, he was the one who in season 1 I was like checking for the most, because him and Marina were so cute. He was the one I was checking for the most, and they just did him so bad, so dirty. Like, one day I'll break down my thoughts of Anthony Bridgerton, because girl, the viewers of season 1 were probably gagged once season 2 was over. Like, Anthony, is that you? Rihanna, is that you? Rihanna, this isn't you, Rihanna. This isn't you. Beyonce, you giving the girl singing lessons? I guess she is. But yeah, one day I'll probably talk about Anthony Bridgerton, season 3 of Bridgerton, and like what I would have done, but not today. Okay. Now, season 4 is Benedict season, and I'm not really a big Benedict girl. Whoa, don't shoot. But not a really big Benedict girl. Now, Benedict with Eloise, I love their interactions. And I think that's probably why people really like Benedict. And like he has this like, not necessarily off moments, but he has very comedic moments, right? But as like a love interest, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. But when I was watching Heat of Rivalry, I did not like Shane and I did not like Ilya. Like in terms of like my man, my man, my man, my baby, my babe. That song. Anyway, but I'm not a Shane girl. I'm not an Ilya girl. It was like watching two people I like each other. Right. That's where I was watching that show. So yeah, I'll just be somebody who's watching Benedict, you know, have his little thing. But I won't be sitting there like, Benedict, oh my God, he's so cute, kicking my feet. Like, no. Yes. Anyway, now Violet Bridgerton and that and Lady Dan Marie's brother. Do you think that if the relationship advances in season 4, they're gonna have intimate scenes with Violet Bridgerton? Like, no tea, no shade. Cause I know the girls like to tussle ageism. Please. I'm just saying, do you think? Because, you know, television is getting very, you know. So I'm just asking questions. I'm not saying I would be opposed. I'm just looking ahead. I'm like, cause you know how you know how these people like to get down. Cause wasn't there kind of one in, what show was I watching? Was it The Buccaneers, where they like an elderly couple? I was like, yeah. But we shall see. Eloise at the end of season 3 went to Scotland. I don't know. Like, I just don't know. Like, is she coming back to London? Like, are we going to be filming her in Scotland? Like, what's tea with that? Speaking of Scotland, being online for the Michaela discourse, I'm about to be online for the Michaela discourse. You know, like Michaela, like Francesca, who she's going to end up with once John passes away. I don't want to be online for the Michaela discourse. I don't. And I'm a Black woman too, girl. I don't want to be on. That was the chair. I don't want to be online for the Michaela discourse. I don't. Because I know y'all are going to be nasty. I know y'all are going to be raggedy. The way y'all drag that girl, her name is escaping me, but she was in Mean Girls and y'all were like, people were fan casting her for Rapunzel. The way y'all drag that girl over a fan cast, I don't even, and the way y'all were being to Michaela last season, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. And then apparently some people thought that John was unattractive. Stop it. Because I've seen the men y'all throw silver online. Stop it. What else was I going to say? I do hope that they rework that whole Francesca doesn't feel a spark for John thing. That was weird. And I hope they run that back because that was odd. That was an odd choice. John, Lord Kilmartin. Mind you, Francesca, face card, lethal face card. Hello, she's so cute. I know a lot of people were like saying she has iPhone face or whatever. I do think they had very modern makeup in season 3. The makeup was very like 2016 cut crease, blush blindness, fancy highlighter. What is the there's something specifically I'm looking for. Full coverage, especially Penelope, her wedding scene, full coverage. But because season 1 with Daphne, it was giving skin. It was giving rare beauty. Hello? It was giving skin. But season 3, especially that wedding scene, they had her with a bold red lip. I'm not saying they can't have a bold red lip in Regency era. I'm just saying, like, it was Snapchat has not been invented yet. That's all I'm saying, right? Snapchat has not been invented yet, but that's not how they was moving. Wow, I'm like 25 minutes in. That's crazy. And that's excluding the previous. Anyway, but yeah, also with Lady Whistledown, I'm very interested to see how that will work this season. I'm very interested to see how that will work this season. Now that, you know, they know that it's Penelope, like, is everybody gonna be dipping and ducking? Like, here she comes, so I better not talk too much near her. Or are people going to be going to her with their tea? Imagine people going to her with their tea so that she can put it in the blogs. I don't think so. But then again, that's what people do in real life. They literally pay the blogs. Yeah. Also, it's gonna be less fun for the queen now, you know, because like Lady Whistledown ain't gonna say nothing crazy about you, because you know. But hey, that's the life she chose. That's the life she wanted. So to each their own. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what that's gonna look like. Also, this is the very, very last thing. Apparently, in some written interview, Shonda had said that she thinks of Bridgerton less as a romance and more as a workplace drama. And the girls on Reddit were ripping her a new one. They were not happy. But am I the only one that gets that? Like, am I the only one that gets that? Like, it is a workplace drama. All of these women are competing for men. Competing for men. Is that not a workplace drama? Like, that's quite literally, like, Daphne was trying to get the best match possible, right? Diamond of the season, best match possible. And, you know, she find love. Well, she really did want to find love. She really did. But at the same time, she was not going to marry some commoner who she was in love with. Like, that was never going, no. She was always going to reach for the top. I'm going to be a princess, okay? She had to choose between a duke and a prince, right? A duke and a prince. Now, she is her mother's daughter, so she went with the duke that she was in love with. But let's not act like she was ever going to go lower than her brother's rank. And her brother is a viscount. So it's workplace drama. Workplace drama. Do I want to work at this prestigious, do I want to work at freaking, where? A24 or Disney? Oh, but I just love making movies so much and I love the arts and I want to be free, so I'm going to go to A24. Bro, it's still A24. It's still A24. You're not a struggling artist. What? It's still a workplace drama. Yes, there's love and all that stuff, but hello? Cause who here is really marrying a pauper? Which of these women is really marrying a pauper? So workplace drama. Look at what happened to Eloise when they found out that she was rummaging around with the Rugrats. Are you crazy? That's a workplace drama. These women are competing for men like they're resources. I guess, you know, obviously in that time they were resources, but like, this is a workplace drama, okay? What do they always say? I have to secure, anyway, some about, you know, one moment could define your whole life. Like, I have to secure my something. I don't remember. But to me, it's a workplace drama. Moving on. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add except the fact that I will try to record my reactions one episode at a time and hopefully post them promptly. I'm telling myself that because I'm just editing me talking into a camera, it's not gonna take so damn long, because bro, editing videos takes so damn long, and then you use clips and, you know, copyright people be at your neck. I don't want any of that. So let's see how quickly I can put out these videos with it just being like my face. I don't know what my hesitation was with like putting myself online. I feel like it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, you know, but yeah, hopefully I edit this fast and, you know, hopefully people care about my takes on the show. And yeah, let's see where this channel goes. this is a very awkward way of ending this video. I've not been awkward this entire time, and like to end it, I'm like, anyway, Precious Rose, hi, nice to meet you. This is, face reveal or whatever. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video, which will be my Bridgerton season 4 episode 1. Let's chat. Hi, future me. What did you think about the episode? Was it good? Was it good? Bro, it's like we get half of the season in January and then the other half in February. Discourse. We're about to be in discourse, okay? One battle after another, more like one discourse after another. Goodbye.